First of all y'all who got a problem with me because I said I'm focused on black people's problems, well, guess what? You can stay mad. I'm focused on black people's problems. Ain't nobody helping us. You got 27 million Africans in the Congo, displaced, environmental issues, hunger, poor health care. Ain't nobody said nothing about the Congolese, but you want me to cry tears for the Arab?
Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Another day of bringing you intriguing videos. Of late I have been talking about and sharing a lot of videos concerning the Israel versus Palestine war. Today in this video we switch it up a bit and go all the way to have a look and talk about what's happening in Congo. Millions of people in Congo are being unalived so that other countries can profit off of their natural resources, something they are calling the silent unaliving. Let's take a look at this video.
We need to talk about what's going on in Congo right now, something people have started to call the silent genocide. Millions of people in Congo are unalived, so other countries, and especially Western countries like France, the UK, or the US, can profit off of their natural resources, specifically coltan, which is a critical mineral used in a lot of technological devices. Western nations have allowed and funded militia groups in Rwanda and Uganda to invade Congo, and especially those coltan reserves. Men, women, and children are being enslaved so they can mine coltan and give it to those Western nations, which can be super dangerous, by the way, because they're not properly trained to do so. They don't have the equipment that is needed to do this safely. It is estimated that almost 50 women an hour are essayed, and that in total there have been around 6 million victims, half of which have been children. Congolese people being exploited for coltan has been an ongoing issue for years now. And here and there you will see a small article about what is going on, but then it's already dismissed again. Even now, the story has only been picked up again because of activists who have been putting in the work to make sure people know about this, not because of Western media outlets. They're definitely not going to talk about it. They're too busy supporting the ethnic cleansing of another group of people they have helped to oppress for over 70 plus years. And this is exactly what I mean, because if you Google it, you will see, small media outlets talking about it here and there, mentioning that it's exploitation, that people are suffering. But there isn't an in-depth expose by a big media outlet. This one is actually funny to me, why it's hard for Congo's coltan miners to abide by the law. Maybe because a lot of them are enslaved and there is no law protecting them. The only way we can change anything here is if we spread awareness and start talking about this for real, because that is our only power as normal people, average people, to put pressure on these industries that are, enabling this type of behavior. And that is the only time Western nations will ever care about what they are doing in developing nations, when people are starting to point their fingers at them and it's getting, global traction. These people do not deserve to be overlooked simply because they're not important enough of a country to, Western media. We are all entitled to human rights. People in these types of countries as well, even though Western nations like to ignore that. They deserve their freedom and they deserve their justice.
It seems everyone has turned an eye to what is happening in Palestine and no one is talking about what is happening in Congo. The unfortunate part is that no big media is talking about it, which is very sad. It is time to turn around and start talking about the atrocious acts happening there also. I'm urging you, all my viewers, to share this video because it's like not everybody knows about what's happening in Congo. So please, let's share this video so that it can reach to as many people as possible. With that said, let's take a look at what people had to say about this in the stitches. Here are the stitches.
Started to call the silent genocide.
You might ask why I'm crying, because nobody has said anything about what's happening in Congo, and she's the first person that I see, somebody who's not from there, who spoke about what's happening in Congo. Like, I'm Congolese, and what's happening there is like super sad, and it's really super annoying that nobody is speaking on it, because people are dying. Millions of people are dying in Congo right now. Babies, women being raped. This is an educational video. So to see somebody speak on what's happening there, I don't know, it just it makes me happy that we are actually getting noticed to free Palestine. But it's not just Palestine that are going through whatever is happening, Congo too is going through the same thing, genocide.
Black Panther's basically real. They're stealing vibranium from Africa basically right now. Well, it's not vibranium, it's cobalt, the metals that's put in all our phones and all of our batteries to power our batteries. In Africa right now, They're stealing them precious metals and making them people enslaved over there. There's modern day slavery going on, and over 1,000 people are dying every single day in the Congo as we speak and talk on these phones that they're working hard for us to be able to use. There's a real life war going on over there, and over 10 million people died from 1885 to 1908 because the King of Belgium declared it to be his territory. The reason he claimed it to be his territory is because all of the natural resources in Africa, like cobalt. Alright, it says propagating Christianity and trade in Africa, Belgium exploited Congo's riches, including rubber. The Belgian state took the Congo over in 1908, and then they didn't achieve independence until 1960, 52 years later. So they didn't get their independence until 1960. Alright, now the Congo crisis. The crisis began almost immediately after the Congo became independent from Belgium. And this started a series of civil wars that is still going on today. If this is your first time hearing about this, you're probably thinking, shouldn't this get more attention? It says this is one of the deadliest conflicts since World War II. 3.8 million people have died in the Congo since 1998. And it's probably way more than that, with an estimated 1,000 people dying every day as a result of hunger and disease caused by the war. So over 30,000 people are dying a month here. This is mass genocide happening right in front of our faces. The warlords turned politicians who dominate the transition have vied for political advantage and access to the country's vast economic resources. It says none is above using violence as a means to stay in power and resist the integration of the country, and the violence looks to get worse. It's a literal war zone over there right now. The FDLR in Congo is a group that constantly attacks civilians and murders these people and rapes their children. And they stem from the Hutu extremists who slaughtered 800,000 people in the Rwanda genocide in 1994. Without what's going on in the Congo, I wouldn't even be able to talk to y'all right now. These minerals over there have the ability to set these people free economically, but instead the profit benefits these groups engaged in armed conflict. Ore mined by slaves is smuggled into global supply chains for metals, tainting products we use every day. Pause this and read that. This too. An entire population of people who can't survive.
Please share, like, repost this video as many times as you can. As you can see from the flag behind me, I'm Congolese. So basically there is a genocide happening in Congolese. That's what it is. There's no other way to explain it. Congo has the largest coltan deposits in the whole world. Coltan, however you pronounce it. And it's very essential for running technology. Things such as your phone, rocket chips, your laptop. Most things that run on technology need coltan to function. And countries like America, France, China are hiring surrounding countries' military to come and invade where the coltan deposits are in Congo and killing people, raping people, like massacring people. So a lot of people are homeless right now in Congo. They don't have anywhere to go. They're missing family because they're dead, getting assaulted, and no one's speaking about it. I haven't seen it on the news. I haven't seen it on TikTok. I haven't seen it on Twitter. The only place I've seen it was Congolese people's Instagram.
What's happening in Congo?
I've been asked to talk about this and share information about what is going on in Congo, and I will make more videos. I hear you. I see you. I'm so sorry. I haven't been talking about this before. And especially because I was actually born in Congo, in Kinshasa, and my mom and I moved in Belgium when I was 3 years old. So I was raised in Belgium and I didn't learn much about my home country and the culture and the history and everything that is happening. So I'm catching on a lot of history, just like with Palestine, and I promise I will be talking about it. If you have any information or resources about what is currently happening or what happened in Congo, please message me on Instagram or here on TikTok. I would highly appreciate it.
It is no longer a secret to anyone that most of the world's media are either financed or owned by global corporations. Now, the silence from the mass media on the unalivings and violations in DRC is due to the great interest these corporations have in the region's natural resources, such as coltan, which is used in the production of smartphones and laptops, gold, cobalt, gas, and diamonds, among others. Now, DRC is a rich country that attracts the interest of its geographical neighbors and of big businesses. A stable DRC is of no interest to them. Now, the big powers believe DRC is too vast, therefore it should be divided up to facilitate the exploitation of its natural resources. While multinational companies extract DRC's natural resources, they would prefer not to negotiate with a government made up of Congolese patriots. Now, to keep this potential inconvenience at arm's length, they finance the armed militia with aim to creating instability and chaos in the region to profit further from the selling off of its resources. Now, Rwanda and Uganda profit from their intermediary status by carrying out fraudulent business in DRC and staging fake rebellions. They create insecure environments, stealing from and unaliving and SED Congolese. Now, many might ask how it is possible that such a small nation like Rwanda could bring its giant neighbor to its knees. It becomes clear when one considers that Rwanda is the active accomplice of an international plot of balkanize DRC, and behind that plot lies the world's biggest businesses. Now, their strategy can only be summarized in two words: lies and chaos. The humanitarian situation continues to deteriorate with violent intersecting conflicts, forcing people to flee their homes and preventing their return. More than 5 million people are displaced within the country, and more than 1 million Congolese have sought asylum, now mostly within Africa. Let's now take a look at what different people are saying in the comment section. The first comment reads, "Free Congo and free Africa from Western colonialism." This one says, "I am happy someone is now speaking about Congo because I've never heard about it ever. Congo has suffered in the hands of those French people. Why is the world becoming like this? To the people of Congo, we stand with you. Congo is one of the largest countries in Africa and on earth. It has a vast amount of resources. It's sad that most people don't pay attention to it." This one says, "I remember learning about different conflicts in Congo during high school, such a rich place with a heartbreaking history." This one says, "Where is the mainstream media? Thanks for this. No one talks about what's happening in Congo." The last comment I'm sharing is from a Congolese, and it reads, "I'm entirely grateful to you for speaking up on a matter that has been affecting my country for too long." Okay, guys, these are some of the comments from people, and I must say that this is very sad. As an African, this hurts like really deep, seeing my brothers and sisters go through all this for the selfish desires of some countries. Africa is indeed a rich continent and is really at risk. Let's spread the word and share this video to create an awareness to people out there, since the media does not want to say anything about this. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments. From me to bye-bye, and see you in my next video.